So we have been on to many things, but today we are going to be on to a particular issue that a client had. It has to do with the hard drive. Now what happened was that a hard drive that was working perfectly and working very, very well, all of a sudden they couldn't access files again on that particular hard drive. They couldn't access their files again, and the operating system asked them to format the hard drive. A hard drive that has a lot of important files inside. I think I was able to help them resolve the issue with the hard drive, and I felt like I should bring it and share it with you, and also to let as many as could have such an issue. I let you know how you can resolve it. I let you know how you can go around fixing that particular kind of problem, so that you do not lose your files. Because if you don't know what to do and you end up you want to use your hard drive, but you have data inside it, so you end up reformatting your hard drive and you lose all your files. I'm going to show you how you can resolve such issues. I'm going to show you how you can be able to I'm going to let you know the causes of such issues. I'm going to let you know the basic ways you can resolve it, and let you know some advanced moves that you can bring to bear to resolve such issues. So you don't go anywhere. Let's look at what you can do. The first thing you need to understand is that there are certain error messages that the computer will give to you, and it's a bit variable in Windows XP and Windows 7. If you are using Windows XP, you will see something like the disk in drive A is not formatted. Do you want to format it now? If you're using Windows 7, you will see something like you need to format the disk in drive E before you can use it. Now when you see such messages, please don't click format disk. If you click format disk, you will wipe everything in that drive, unless that drive wasn't important, unless what you have inside that drive was not that much of an issue. But if it was important and you dare to click format disk, you will lose everything. So in such cases, one of the first things you need to do is for you to go to disk management. Just run to disk management and see what disk management has to say about your drive. So you will get to see that the drive capacity is recorded as 0 on the operating system. Do not panic. Do not panic. Just breathe in. There are some things that you can do about it. First of all, you have to determine if it's a physical damage or is a logical damage. As to determine, physical damage has to do with maybe it fell down, and physical damage it affects. You can easily know that this hard drive is faulty or is bad when it has a physical damage, because you hear clicks inside, you hear noise, crack, 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 crack. You will just hear some noise inside the hard drive. You will know that it is a physical damage. So in that case, you need a professional to open the hard drive and resolve the issue for you. The things I'm going to show you on every day with your computer today are simply how you can resolve logical issues. Logical issues has to do with power failure. Maybe you were using the hard drive and actively on your computer, and all of a sudden you have power failure. Or maybe you were using your computer and all of a sudden you unplugged it from the computer without following the necessary procedures. Just yanked the hard drive out of the system without closing it the way you should. I will show you how you can close your hard drives properly so that you do not have to make the mistake. One of the first things you need to know is how you can unplug your drive from your system safely without making it to have issues. You go to your systems tray, your own system, your task bar may likely be at the bottom of your screen, so it doesn't matter. So just go to your system tray is less from here down to this place is called system tray. This place is called system tray. So you just click on this icon, this arrow here. Can you see this green indication over here? It says safely remove hardware and eject media. Please, before you eject your external hard drive or your flash drive or any external storage, pass through this route. Because if you just yank out your hard drive, it's a matter of time that hard drive will fail. So you just click on this, double click, either you right click on it, either you right click on that icon, or you double click on it. If you right click, you can still eject. If you double click, you can still eject. I right clicked and it gave me these options. These are the external storage media that are on my laptop right now. So if I want to eject this one, I can just, let me eject this flash drive. If I want to eject this flash drive, I just click on it and it says what? It says safely remove your hard drive or your storage. And if I double click on that, you can see that it's no more there. So I can unplug my flash drive without any issues. This is so important when you are using external hard drives. If you don't do this, I have had different issues with my external hard drive because of this. So you have to unplug it the right way, and always make sure you're using a computer that doesn't shut down on you without going through the normal process. Because if your computer shuts down abruptly in the middle of a processing that is being done on the hard drive, you risk losing that hard drive. So always pass through this stage. If your drive is still busy, you will not be able to unplug it. This is from here, you will be told that that drive is still busy, and you can then afford to wait, or you close all the components, all the programs, all the files that are running from the hard drive. Once you do that, you come back and close it, and you will be able to eject your hard drive the normal way. So that is about that. You have to be able to determine if you're having a logical issue or if you're having a physical issue. And one of the ways you can do it is by running a SMART test. It's self-monitoring, analysis, and reporting technology. Don't worry about what it means. I don't think you're going to have to write exams to pass and get this done. But just know that what you run is SMART test. Now, there are some laptops that have SMART test embedded into the BIOS, like this laptop I'm using to do a tutorial for you, has a SMART test built into the BIOS, but not all has a SMART test embedded. But there is a tool that you can use. You can download a tool on the internet and you will run a SMART test on all your drives, and from that tool you can be able to deduce the status of your hard drive. You will be able to let you know what is happening to that hard drive and what is not happening to it. From that SMART test, you'll be able to know if it's a physical damage or if it's a logical damage. So you just I will let you know. I'll let you see how the tool works. The tool is called G-Smart Control. G-Smart Control. You just type it on Google and install it on your computer. With that tool, you can be able to run and see what is happening. So let's just go to the tool and I will show you how you can get it done. This is the tool. It comes in a zip format, so you have to either download WinZip or WinRAR to be able to extract it. Just right click on the file you've downloaded and you can then open with WinRAR. If I click on open with WinRAR Archiver, it's going to load up that file in WinRAR, and I click on extract to, and it's going to extract to that particular folder that it is right now. So you just extract. I've already extracted, so I'll just show you how it works. Open the folder that you have extracted. Okay, once you've done that, you click on where you have gsmart control. Can you see gsmartcontrol.exe? That's the executable file. You double click on it. Alright, it loads. It's going to load up the application for you, and it's going to specify the drives you have on your system. Your faulty drive is definitely going to show up in this software. But as it is, it's only showing my internal hard drive, and it's very healthy, and there's nothing wrong with it. So now I'm just going to show you the tests, how you can run a test on this, and how you can be able to determine if it's a logical or a physical issue. So you double click on the drive. You can see it loads up every single information about your hard drive, and you can then go to attributes. From attributes, you can know if it's a physical damage or if it's a logical damage. Okay, over here you can be able to look at it and know the status of your hard drive, and then you can then proceed to where you're going to do the test. So you can see perform test. There are two kinds of tests you can perform: the short self test, and there is extended self test. Of course, extended self test is deeper. It's going to be a deeper test, so it's definitely going to take longer. Short self test is not as long. Is the estimated duration right now for my hard drive is just 2 minutes. So I can click on that and click on execute. Click on execute, and it's going to start running. And okay. It says test result completed with read failure. Check the self-test log for more information. So let's check that out. I was assuming that my hard drive is of a very healthy state. So let's look at what it's going to tell me. Okay, can you see? Now this is the information it tells me concerning my hard drive. Now it has found some errors on my hard drive. That's why it's giving me this information. So it says smart self-test structure revision 1, number of entries in self-test log 21. It said the number of things it has found that are wrong with my laptop. So that simply means that my hard drive is not that healthy. So I have to do a check disk on my hard drive to be able to resolve some of the issues that it's having. Now, once you are finished with the smart test, once you are done with the smart test, the next thing that you need to do is for you to do a check disk on that hard drive. That you have been able to determine that is a logical issue. Now, a check disk is a Windows utility for resolving hard drive problems. It's one of the best utilities. It's there in almost all the versions of Windows, and it's always very, very good. And I'll take you through check disk, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to resolve your issues. I'll let you know what check disk, the different components of check disk. I'll let you know about the different commands that you can exhaust in check disk, and I'll let you know how you can eventually use check disk to resolve all your issues. There are different options that can be used with check disk, and it can give you your solution. So one of the first things you should do on your hard drive before going to an advanced stage. Let me take you to check disk now and show you how you can be able to run check disk on your hard drive and resolve some of your hard drive issues. So let's go there and see how it's going to work out. After you must have determined what run a smart test on your drive, the next thing that you need to do is to run a check disk. Now, when you go through, check disk is done from command prompt. This one is not advanced, so don't look at me like that. This one is just it's a simple test that you can run from your command prompt, and it will not be there'll be no issues, there'll be no challenge. So just go to where you have your command prompt. Make sure that you're running command prompt as an administrator. So you click on your start menu, point to all programs, then you go to accessories, click on command prompt, right click on command prompt, click on run as administrator. Okay, now when you run as administrator, you can then type, please look at it very well, you type chk, let me do it in capital letter, chk dsk. The chk dsk is the command. Now it has different options, and the options is what determines what the depth of resolution that is done on the drive. If you just specify this now and you specify your drive later, you must specify your drive later, because if you don't, you're not going to do anything. Now if you run this, it is just going to check the integrity of your drive. It is not going to do any repairs. It won't do any repairs. So when you want to now do repairs, you now include /if, then you now do specify the drive later. So this simply means check disk is the command, /if is for an in-depth repair, and D colon is the drive later. Okay, so for you to be able to have to me just know what check is about, just type help chk dsk. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be help, not help, not the other way. Okay, now you can see these are different commands that you can use with check disk. The most common that resolves your hard disk issue when you're using with F, we're using with R. Other ones are just are not really. These ones are just works with only NTFS file system. So let's just look at only these ones for now. These first three. If when you use check this with F switch, it says fixes errors on the disk. It just fixes errors on that drive. Now when you use it with a V switch on, so when we are on FAT or FAT32, it displays the full path and name of every file on the disk. Now when you use it with an NTFS formatted disk, it displays the cleanup message, if any. Now if you use it with an R switch, it locates bad sectors and recovers readable information. So it implies F. That simply means that R, it will do everything that is an F switch, in addition, and add more things to it. So R is a little bit more in depth than F. So always start from F. If F doesn't work out, you go over to R. So how do you implement all of these commands? So you type in check disk chk dsk. You give a space. Then you give the switch. Let's say you want to use the F command that fixes errors on the hard drive. Then you must specify the drive later. How do you know your drive later? You go to to my computer. This is what is called drive later. Like this one now is F. This one now is D. This one now is I. Then this one is C. These are your drive laters. Once you reference it in your DOS command, the Windows automatically knows that you're referring to that drive. So let's go back to our command prompt. So I just specify if colon, and I hit enter. What does it say? It says the type of the file system is FAT32. That means, of course, I'm running check disk on a memory card, so it's formatted with FAT32. So you can see it gives me the information that my drive is okay. It says 4 files, okay, 4 kilobytes. The file is 4 kilobytes and one is hidden. 4 folders, 11 files, and just gives other information about the drive. So this is one tool that solves majority of hard disk issues. But if this doesn't solve it, then you have to go ahead and use other tools like that test disk, use other tools like Recover. Now let me just run over test disk and show you how it works. Test disk is a third-party utility on the internet which you get to download and use. Now it also comes in a zip format. So now this is the extracted format. I've already showed you how to extract your file. So this is how test disk works. I'm not going to take you through much of test disk because it will get to be a bit advanced, and I don't want to take you through any advanced topics again. I want to remain your friend. So you will research on test disk by yourself. Get online if you really want to resolve your hard disk issues. Test disk can help you do it. So once you finish downloading it, you open you just run the program test disk _ when I told you it's a DOS tool. So it comes up, it says create, and just hit create. I won't go beyond this. I will not go beyond this. Go and research on test disk. Thank you very much. And we're going to end there for today. I just believe that we were helpful to you today, and I believe you learned some things from Every Day with the Computer today. If you missed any of our previous editions, you can always log on to our Facebook page, our Twitter, our YouTube account, and just look at what we have to offer. You can subscribe to our YouTube so that once we post a new video, you can always receive an alert that a new video has been uploaded. So I thank you for being around with us today. Every day there's a book in the market that is called Every Day with Your Computer, the easiest and best practices. If you get to what works, you get to see the book, what works all around. You just get to get the book. Almost everything we do on Every Day with the Computer is from that book. The book is just the way this program is called, Every Day with Your Computer. You just get the book. It's a guide that can assist you in solving problems. It's a guide that can help you in different things you want to do on the computer, all the way from Windows XP down, upwards. You can be able to get it and learn a lot of things from it. Majority of the things that are in Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7 are still also in Windows 10. So you just look at those basic things in the book and see how you can solve your issues. It's a very good tool that can solve. It's a compilation of many things that we have done in the past years, and I'm sure they will help you. We look forward to see you again, same time, same station. And we ask you to call your friends, your loved ones, to come and watch the program and get to learn. Let your friends know about it. Get on Facebook, share it with your friends. Get on Twitter, let your friends know about it. And the more people that we can reach with what they can do, the better. So we thank you for being around, and we wish you a blessed weekend. Thank you. The microphone papa, now only me where they make the flow proper. Hey, oh that, just so you know that I'm in good. Just go, I'm in good. Just go, I'm in good. Choose to go the powder. I'm in good. Now the double to no give up. I'm in good. If you're going to go study him, I'm in good. You're going to go walk, but you don't get it. I'm in good. If you make that, we can't put it up. Mama like, just bring it up. I'm in good. But you want to go, I ain't going to. You ain't going to wait for it, so go. I'm in good. Now the double to no give up. I'm in good. If you're going to go study him, I'm in good. You need to go walk, but you don't get it. If you make that,